Your life might be way harder than it needs to be. And the brutal truth is, a lot of that pain comes from habits you don't even realize you're repeating. You tell yourself you're unlucky, overwhelmed, or just bad at life. But under the surface, you're running patterns that quietly drain your time, money, energy, confidence, and relationships. In this video, we're going to unpack 6 self-sabotaging habits that keep you stuck and exhausted, even though you're trying your best. As you listen, don't just nod along. I want you to pick one habit that feels like it was made for you and decide to attack it this week. Changing just one of these can make your whole life feel lighter. Before we jump in, remember, none of these habits mean you're broken. They're usually survival strategies your brain picked up to avoid discomfort, rejection, or fear. They helped you at some point, but now they're costing you peace and progress. If you want more videos on dark psychology, money, and habits that rewire your life, make sure you subscribe and stick around until the end. I'll give you a simple challenge to start breaking your biggest self-sabotaging pattern today. Let's start with the first habit. The first self-sabotaging habit is saying yes to everything and everyone except yourself. On the surface, you look like the reliable one. You help your friends move. You stay late for your boss. You listen to everyone's problems at 1 a.m. But underneath, you're exhausted, resentful, behind on your own goals, and constantly asking, why doesn't anyone show up for me the way I show up for them? This habit is rooted in people-pleasing. Somewhere along the way, you learned that love, safety, or approval was conditional. You started believing that to be worthy, you had to be useful. So now, every time you say yes when you want to say no, you betray yourself to protect other people's feelings. The problem is, that doesn't make life easier. It turns your schedule into a disaster, your goals into background noise, and your body into a dumping ground for everyone else's stress. Breaking this habit starts with tiny, uncomfortable boundaries. You don't need to scream no at everyone. You can start with simple phrases like, I'd love to, but I don't have the capacity right now. Or, I can't do that, but I wish you the best with it. You're not cruel for creating limits. You're finally giving your future self a chance to breathe. The second self-sabotaging habit is using your phone as an escape hatch from your own life. You tell yourself you're just checking something real quick. Suddenly, it's an hour later, you've scrolled through strangers' highlight reels, your mood dropped, and you're even more behind on the tasks that stressed you out in the first place. This is digital self-sabotage. Every time life feels uncomfortable, boredom, anxiety, loneliness, you reach for the screen, and your brain gets a hit of dopamine. New notifications, new videos, new drama. But the hidden cost is enormous. You train your brain to be unable to sit with discomfort long enough to do real work. You shrink your attention span to 10-second clips. You constantly compare your behind-the-scenes life to someone else's curated best-of moments. Then you wonder why you feel less motivated, more anxious, and weirdly tired, even though you did nothing. To stop this, don't just promise, I'll use my phone less. Make it harder to sabotage yourself. Delete the apps that always trap you. Move them off your home screen. Set timers that lock them after a certain limit. Decide on no phone zones in your day. First 30 minutes after waking up, the hour before bed, or while you're working on your top priority. Your attention is the most valuable currency you have. If you keep giving it away for free, life will always feel harder than it has to be. The third self-sabotaging habit is perfectionism, disguised as having high standards. You tell yourself, I'll start when I'm ready, or if I can't do it perfectly, I won't do it at all. So you never start the business because you don't have the perfect logo. You never go to the gym because you can't commit to a flawless routine. You never post the video because the lighting wasn't cinematic enough. What looks like high standards is usually fear of being seen as average, flawed, or still learning. Perfectionism is just procrastination wearing a fancy outfit. It keeps you safe from criticism by keeping you stuck at the starting line. Meanwhile, people with lower standards than you are out there getting results, simply because they're willing to be imperfect in public. The fix here is to flip your identity from I'm the person who does things perfectly to I'm the person who does things consistently. Give yourself permission to create what I call B- work. That means you show up, you do the thing to a decent level, and you ship it, even if it feels a little uncomfortable.